How to create blob designs in Affinity Photo. Go over to the ellipse and just select that. Just quickly create an ellipse, fill it with a gradient, just go up to fill, and you've got various colours here, swatches, select gradients, and hopefully you've got a nice gradient design to use. Otherwise, please check out my videos about gradients and how to create colourful designs. Once you've done that, go to Layer and down to Rasterize. You need it as a pixel layer. That's the key thing for this. If you go with the shape, it will not work. Then what you want, Layer and Duplicate Linked. And then just quickly resize just a little bit, just a slight resize. And I've got a shortcut for that. So I'm just going to quickly create a number of copies. And you would think you could use macros with this, but you can't. Macros fail miserably for some weird reason, so I would not suggest, well, you can try it, but it does not seem to work in the way you think it should. Well, I think it should anyway. However, now I've created all these designs. Now I can align them a bit better than that, but I can go with this. The key thing is, now I can use that one shape to modify all the shapes. So I'm simply just going to quickly go up to Filters, with that one selected, that's the key thing, to Distort and Deform. And then just go all the way around with these handles or pins, what do you want to call them? Unfortunately, there's no freeze feature, so you can't freeze the edge of the design that you're using. But what you can do, you can just add lots and lots of these handles all the way around. Just don't touch them. And simply then go to the center and then drag out. And as you do that, you can see the design just drag away there. You can do as little, as much as you want. And they all change at the same time. So you can do that. And of course, you don't have to use a circle. You can use any other shape, obviously converted into a pixel layer, or any other pixel layer as well. Perfectly reasonable. And you can do that and drag that out. And you can see the design there and apply. What you can also do, you can, of course, as before, as suggested, you can align them. So just so they're all in the center. And you can do exactly the same thing. Again, select any of the shapes, maybe this one or that one. But I'm going to go with the central one. It's quite a small shape. And again, I can go to Filters and then Distort and Deform. Add the handles all the way around and you can put 20, 30. I don't know if there's a limit. There might be a limit. Who knows? Go all the way around and then simply go to the center and then just drag out. And as you do that, you can see these blobs or particles, whatever you want to call them, coming out from the center. And of course, you might have like 30 or 40 shapes. You don't have to, I mean, I've got about 10 there, but you don't have to have just that many. You could have 20, 30, and simply drag out like that. And do more and more like that. Also, you can use similarity. If you go similarity, the result is not so great, but it's still quite an interesting contour design, I think, personally. And you can still obviously continue to modify that if you want. If you change mine, always go back to rigid. Always go back straight away. Once you're happy with that, click Apply. Now, other things you can do, of course, you can go over here. These are all linked. You've got various properties. You've got opacity, visibility, blending modes, the colour of it. They can be all changed. So you can change a few things, like just go here and just say, let's just go for hue and saturation, or maybe negation, or raise. Raise is not so useful, but it does actually have a use, and I'm going to do that in another tutorial. But it creates some really great designs. So there, lighten. And also what you can also bring in, you've got effects down there. So you can turn around and say, well, I want a 3D effect. So you've got 3D. That doesn't work so well maybe. Or maybe Gaussian blur, just to blur it a bit. And click close. And they all get blurred. And of course you can then still apply other effects as well. So you can use filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and so on to create all kinds of different designs with these blobs. Or particles, whatever you want to call them. Hope you found this of interest. Please check out the other videos in the sequence on the linked layers. A dislike or like, always appreciated. Thank you much.